Just when I thought I was getting ready to take a break from the racist rhetoric of reality television, BAM! 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Here we go.
I don't do regrets. I'm trying to learn from my lessons, but do I get it yet? I wanna set an example, but I'm not sure I can handle all my demons. I'm thinking that I should court a vet. I fight for all respect. I'm working overtime to keep in my head. I understand I'll get the love when I'm dead, so my focus is red. Choose the black out on what's keeping me chosen. I've been the token, now the back is ahead. On my soapbox, jugging, showing out.
Greetings, constituents. Welcome to another not-so-racist-free day here in Georgia, Carolina. I am your local Congresswoman, Jordan Renee, and I'm happy to have you back for another town hall meeting. Okay, listen, so I don't watch 90 Day Fiancé, nor do I watch any of the spinoffs or affiliate franchises. So this is going to be a quick video where I'm just going to speak about more racism in reality television, and then at the end, I'm going to ask a specific question because there is... y'all know me. There's always an overarching conversation to when I bring something up on my channel. So stay tuned to the end because I want to ask every single person watching the same question, and I want to see how this debate shakes out. Okay? All right. So this girl named Alina, by the way, my source is Kempire. I just watched his video and got all of the information, and then I went and looked on the internet and found the rest of the receipts. So shout out to Kempire and shout out to Uncensored Reality News TV, or I can't remember the exact name of the account on Instagram that I got all of the receipts from, but I'm going to post it with the name of the account in there, and they have the watermark on there. So that's the person who I got all the screenshots from, and Kempire's video is where I got the bulk of this information from. So Alina, she's a star on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And apparently she has racist posts coming out, allegedly from an old Instagram account from what I'm seeing. Based on the look of the post, they look like they're from an old Instagram. And she is repeatedly using the N-word. There is a post where she is making a joke about Muslim or Islam culture, and I don't want to get this wrong, that's why I'm hesitating, but she says something to the effect of got married today, become 134th wife, and I can't exactly remember what specifically that is stereotyped to, so my apologies. I believe it is Islam, but if not, correct me in the comments. But there were just all types of things in these receipts. I'm gonna post them all here because I really just want to talk about this quick and jump off of here. I really don't want to spend too much time on this because I spend enough time talking about racism, and I want to go watch the Red Shoes because I am doing a series on my channel where I watch good movies and I tell you why you should watch them, if I like them or not. And if I don't like them, then I guess I'll talk about that too. But I got my first request, and it's the Red Shoes from the one Kristen. So y'all go follow her. And I am gonna watch that movie tonight. And then I'm also gonna rewatch Torch Song Trilogy and Boys in the Band so that I can do the first two videos. Those are my two favorite movies. So anyway, that has nothing to do with this. But y'all see all the receipts here. I've posted them by the time you've gotten to this point in the video, I'm sure. So there's really not much for me to say, but this is racist. Shocking. More racism on reality television. Shocking. But however, I can say that I appreciate the way that TLC is handling this versus the way that Bravo is handling this situation, because the moment that these posts came out, they immediately sprang into action. Now, mind you, TLC admitted that they don't do much investigation into their reality stars before they put them on camera, so that's how they were able to skate by. Now, I wonder if Bravo is able to deliver us that same excuse. Would they? I'm not sure. But I appreciate TLC for being honest enough to say that their background checks of their reality stars are not that extensive. But all things considered, we probably could have figured that out. Anyway, so this woman has a history of racially insensitive posts. We see them. Are y'all gonna try to deny this too? Like, my question is, who are y'all gonna divert this to? How are y'all gonna deny this one? How are y'all gonna say that this isn't racism? What black person are you gonna blame this on? Because y'all tried so hard to discredit everything that I and other people were saying about the Jenny Wynn situation, or trying to divert or dismiss the severity of that because of Mary Cosby. And you had an out. You had an out. The one time that you were able to get and nab a black woman being racist, here you are, that you're gonna ride that scapegoat to the ends of time, even when you see that there is severely more vile, disgusting posts. There's more deliberately racist posts. But that's neither here nor there. You've seen my opinion on that in all the other videos. My question now is, who are you going to put this off on now? Like, this is what's happening out here. I appreciate that TLC immediately fired her, but it also brings into question why Bravo hasn't made a statement. Why Bravo hasn't made a statement. Y'all tried to debunk this entire racism theory or try to shift it around the one time y'all can nail a black woman to the cross about being racist, to the point where you were willing to ignore and try to equalize racial insensitivity with racism. Okay. Y'all tried it. Now what? I shouldn't have to explain this. This is racist. It's the N-word. It's most classic display of racism in America towards the African American community. The N-word. There's a point that I want to make about racial insensitivity versus There's a point that I want to make about racial insensitivity versus blatant racism. And there was an analogy that I posted earlier because I didn't expect to be making this video, but I'm going to include it here because I want to hopefully better explain the difference between what Mary did and what Jenny did with this analogy, and then close this video. Racial insensitivity is to a misdemeanor as racism is to a felony. Can you grasp what I'm saying? If an act of racial insensitivity is a misdemeanor, then blatant racism is a felony. Mary is a misdemeanor. Jenny is a felony. Both of these situations are crimes. Both of these situations are wrong. Both of these women are guilty. But and however, there are different levels of offense. I'm just saying, if there are allowed to be first and second and third degrees of murder, then I guess we're gonna have to establish first and second and third degrees of racism so that you guys can understand that there is just no excuse for prejudice, discrimination, racism, racial insensitivity, or ignorance. This woman posted in her apology because she posted an apology too. She said that she was Russian and she was not culturally aware of the social impact of the use of the N-word. How long has this woman been in the United States? I'm trying to figure out if that really matters to me. Because at the end of the day, racism isn't an American issue. Racism happens all around the world. So to me, that's really not even a fucking excuse for me either, because racism happens all around the world. Now, am I specifically aware of the dynamics of and the social classes of races in Russia? I don't know any of that. But I do know that this woman is a grown woman. The point that I'm making is there are no excuses for racism. And to go even further into that, the context in which she worded some of her posts, Black people don't even talk like that. An N-word environment, an N-word vibe. No, I'm not jocking it, because the context in which she worded some of her posts don't even make sense to me as a Black person. It's literally just blatant racism. You're just throwing these epithets out for the sake of using them. When you go back and you look at some of these posts, it's like, what's the reference that you would be even giving to feel the need to use that? What is the reference? And is the reference that you're referencing making fun of Black people? Because if the reference is racist, then this post is also racist by proxy. Like, thank y'all so much for stopping by the town hall. I am your local Congresswoman, Jordan Renee. Thank you so much for visiting Georgia, Carolina. If you're new here, I hope you take up some more permanent real estate. If you like the video, please like the video. Share, subscribe, do all of the YouTuber thingy things that they tell you to do in their videos. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Racism is racism, dog. Like, just because there are varying degrees of it, that doesn't make it racism. Like, no one is denying that. That's the thing that y'all got fucked up, is that y'all are thinking that because there are varying degrees of racism that we're trying to say that one is right and one is wrong, or that one is excusable and one is not. No, that's what you motherfuckers are doing. And I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I have stated several times where I have held everybody accountable, from Mary to Jenny and now to this woman here. If there's anybody else you want me to hold accountable, send me the footage, send me the links, send me the footages. Like, it's not like there's no favoritism here. Do you get what I'm saying? Racism is wrong, period. Just because there's varying degrees of it doesn't mean that you can make an excuse for racism for somebody else. It's still racism. And there's nothing that you can do to change that. It is still racism. No matter how you try to sugarcoat it, it is still flat out racism. Racial insensitivity is a byproduct of racism, just like colorism is a byproduct of racism. I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.